All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I read the problem to you. Let's go through and answer some of these questions. All right, if we're looking at this, we want to make a profit or at least break even. So the money that we have, we want to be greater than or equal to the cost to put on the play. That's pretty much what the first paragraph is telling me. The second paragraph says the students involved to do a revenue cost profit analysis. All right, the first time I read this, when I saw this, I was like, I don't know what that means. Better figure that out. To compute the money the play will take in revenue. Who knows what revenue means? Anybody have a guess about revenue? It's just money. Revenue is just money. Yes?
Never mind.
Okay. They must multiply the number of people in attendance, or A, and the amount they charge per person in ticket price, R. So our equation is revenue equals A times T, or money, the total amount of money we make, equals people times cost per ticket. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little bit confusing. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Do we have any questions about it though? Anybody a little confused? So the revenue, the money we make, is the cost per ticket times the amount of people that buy a ticket. Yes.
So basically, only 12,000.
So we're going to figure that out. Yes. So. Okay. After looking over the receipt from the last few plays, they noticed that the more they charge, the fewer people come. That makes sense, right? If a play costs $900 to go, would you go?
No.
Okay. If it costs $4, would you go?
No.
Okay, if it costs 25 cents, would you might be able to go? Especially if somebody said your best friend was in it, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You might go for 25 cents.
I'll go for my phone.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. How much have you been playing?
Depends what kind of play. And we're going to figure out how much it will cost to go and how much money we can make for it. So if you're going to go see a professional play, it's usually over $50. If you're going to see a play at a high school, it could be as little as a couple bucks. Okay. So, after looking over the receipts for the last few plays, they noticed that the more they charge, the less people come. They conduct a poll of several classes and estimate that they will lose 20 people per 25% raise of the price. So every time they up the price by 25 cents, they lose 20 people. So what if they subtract the price by 25 cents? They get 20 more people. Good. They know from past experience that the show will attract 12,000 people if they charge 4 tickets. So these things are pretty important right here. And we're going to look at our table to see why they're so important. Okay, let's look at our table. Okay, we've got X, we've got A, T, and R. We know what all of those things mean, right? X is going up 25 cents each time. A is number of people. T is price per ticket. And we know revenue is the total cost of money, but I'm going to put that equation so we remember it. The revenue equals A times T. That is a crazy looking T. Okay. So it has right here in the center, we'll just have to live with that right now. Hold on. Okay. When we have X is 0, we're saying that the ticket price is $4. How many people come when it's $4? 12,000. It's written right there. So I want to do one of each side and one below so you kind of get how the table works. If we go to 1, does that mean it's $1 more? It means it's 25 cents more. So instead of 4, we get 4.25. And we know every time we go up 25 cents, what happens to my A, my attendance?
Go to my 20.
Goes down 20 people, so we get 1180. Okay? Let's try this one. What is 1200 times 4? So you guys all have calculators in front of you.
4,000.
You all have calculators in front of you. What is 1200 times 4? I heard one person. Does everybody else have the same thing?
Yeah.
Got 4,800? Okay. What if we went the other way? What if x was -1? What would t be? Instead of $4, it'd be what? $3.75. Okay. What would the attendance be? $12.20. Okay. So you'll have to figure out this chart and fill it all out completely. Okay. Number 2 is you'll write a rule for the attendance versus the number of increments. So the first thing you've got to figure out is if it is a linear function or a quadratic. So if the a values go up the same amount each time, it's a linear function. If they don't, you find the second difference. And if they're the same, it's a quadratic. If it's a linear function, you have y equals mx plus b. What would the m be? No, it's what it goes up each time. What a increases by or decreases by each time. And what would the b be? Where would it cross the y-axis? When x equals what? 0. Okay? And so you do the same thing for t. And then for 4, I'm going to let you guys show me that yourself. It kind of is giving you a little hint right there. You've got to figure out what the rule is for revenue. So you're making, when we say rule, we mean equation. And then we're looking at number 5. Use your rules to determine when the revenue will be 0. So you're going to set your equation that you found for number 4 equal to 0 and find out when it will be 0. And B is asking what those two values mean in this situation and what caused the revenue to be 0. Then for number 6, you're going to find the max that you could possibly make. How would you find the max of something? It would be the what? If we have a vertex, if we have an upside down vertex, upside down parabola, it would be at the vertex. Okay. And you could figure out from there what the ticket price should be and how many people should come. And then number 7 is you're going to explain how you figured out what the vertex was, how you figured out the ticket price, how you figured out how many people. So when you are done with this, I have homework up here. You need to finish it before the end of the hour. You need to show me before you leave that it's completely done. And we're going to make sure you have the right answers. Is there any questions? Okay. Courtney and Keyshawn, why don't you guys join Brianna and Anthony so we have a 4-person group here. So why don't you guys move your seats to join them? And then I think we have at least 3 people per group. Okay. So you've got the rest of the hour to work on that.